Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aunts, uncles, every single person that watches my channel, thank you for watching. This is now a yellow 335i BMW E92 2007 N54 blah 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 blah. So yeah, the car is now yellow. Okay, this is the first time I've ever touched wrap. Any of us, between Austin, Sam, and James, everybody that helped to lend it a hand and, you know, took on the task with me, if you will, to just see how bad it would be, right? So that's like the whole point of doing all of this car stuff at home, DIY, is just to learn. So it doesn't look horrible, right? I mean, we've got our imperfections here and there, like, you know, some wrinkles over here where it should have been tucked in. Austin did pretty good on wrapping and or tucking all of the seals in, although the seals are pretty spanked. They're like no good. They're all freaking disfigured. But I mean, there's imperfections like here, then there's like one here, and then, you know, one over here. So I want to redo the fender. We got the driver's side pretty much perfect. We had started on the passenger side, so that's where like we made all the mistakes, because in my head I was like, well, you know, personally, I don't care if it comes out perfect or not, but if we can get it close, cool, right? It's like, that's the goal, is like to make it look halfway decent. If you're going to do this on your own, watch a couple videos beforehand. Maybe mine will help you, probably not. I'm not a professional, I don't claim to be. I'm not sitting here telling you this is how you need to do this, because I don't even know the right way to do it. I'm just doing it the way that worked for me, which that fender is the first one we did, so I want to redo it because I've learned so much, we've learned so much, and I don't know how to do it. I just kind of want the driver's side to look as perfect as it can be, and I still have leftover wrap for it, so why not? Just find the seam first. We want to find the seam first. So when we wrap the fender, we're gonna mainly stick to right here. We're gonna smoothen out the seam, walk that all the way out, and then we're just kind of gonna gloss this out, and then we're gonna stretch the end a little bit, maybe. Depends on how everything works out. But that's what worked on this fender, and this came out perfect. Bumper, like I said, I mean, it doesn't look halfway bad at all. Comes around. All right, I'll explain it in a few minutes. Here, and let's make sure the blade is sharp, which it looks pretty sharp. Cut around the line, it doesn't really matter too much. Cut your bumper, as I just hit the bumper at a time. Pull this back a little bit. Some of it off. Tell me you shouldn't do it that way. Oops. Good. Get it started. So now I'm trying to figure out where it wants to be. make other creases, but this is where I want to. You want to tack this up, right? Maybe this is what works for me. Down. Like we're gonna have to pull this back out. So me tacking out. Get out. Get out. So I'm doing this. It can work its way out. If not, there's a scratch in the wrap. Want it the other way. So the funnier part is that's why they wear the gloves, because here you. So we're gonna finish this. Back up a little bit. In reality, I don't even need all this. It's down here. Pull from too far away, and it's not gonna. In reality, the better way to do it, from what I've seen, is they make them to just move. People will probably say, "Hey, you should have just." That's okay. You can see all the imperfections coming across here, but it just worked for me. Get it to relax. It doesn't really have that big of a lip inside. Get all this extra. Don't want to heat and pull it, because again, this is all going to be tucked up inside. So okay, I'm going to speed round this real quick. So obviously I already got all this done, and I kind of cut it along the edge there. It's not perfect, I really don't care, because you guys don't need to look at my engine bay, because you've already seen it. It's an N54, they're all the same, blah 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 blah. Anyways, so what we're going to do here, we're going to heat it, press it in, press it in, press it in, press it in. You can walk this down if you want. Press it in. See how it's pulling. Press it in. 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 And press it in. Now what we're gonna do? I saw this tip online. It worked one time. I kind of haven't been able to do it again. So we're just gonna take this. We're gonna run it across the door. I'm running the blade across the door side. I'm not like touching the door. I'm only touching it with my finger. I'm only cutting the wrap that's closest to the door. Again, the door, the door, the door. And now, all of this is null and void. We don't need it anymore. Bet you that's a vocab word we haven't heard since high school. Pull that off. Pull that off. Don't need this anymore. Extra piece, whatever. Probably not going to ever need it. Stepping on shit. Good job, Alex. So now, since all of this is tucked in, although I don't really like how this one feels, it's probably fine. What I'll do is I'll actually just hit that with a bit more heat and tuck that in. Yeah, that's a little better. And what we're going to do is grab our blade. We're going to find our quarter, or our side skirt. So our side skirt's down here. We're going to run it across the side skirt pretty much. Just be gentle, careful, watch the angle of the blade. Keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting. Make it around the bend. Cut in. Now, get rid of this piece. So now, we are left with a squeegee on the floor. No fucking wheel, whatever. Anyways, so not going to tuck this in fully just yet, because what I want to do is put the wheel back on, open the door, do all this, but I can still show you, actually. So, I'm just going to put the heat down, push it in, ride it up, ride it up, ride it up, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, cut the corner, bam, down here, push it in, squeeze it around it, put this guy in, and for this, I heat this up. I'll push my thumb into it. Kind of like that. shape, push it in. Because this is where our light goes, so I just need to be able to get it through. Make sure that this is, I'm gonna run my nail across it, probably shouldn't do that. And then what we're gonna do is take our blade, where the fuck I put it. And I don't really give a crap if this comes out perfect or not. And then that makes our little not so perfectly perfect hole. Again, I don't care. It doesn't need to be perfect for me. Well, this is perfect enough for me. Honestly, this fender is, as you can see, it's already way better than what we started with. I don't have the wrinkle. I don't have any of the other stuff. So I'm gonna need to put these two holes here. What I do, I just heat this up, push it in, push it in, and I'm just gonna take this, cut a little slit, call it a day, because that is good enough for me. Bingo, boingo. And I'll put the light in, because that can go in now. You just have to reach in here and grab our wire. Damn it. Grab that out, push this in, bang, push this in. Wrong way, Alex, good job. It goes in this way, it goes in like that, and then it sits in there like that. Perfect. Oh shit, we forgot to pull our protective layer off. That's okay. That's not okay. Everything's okay. Everything's not okay. Everything's okay. It's kind of okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. So I could just, you know, we could just pretend like I took it all out. There's a little bit down here. I could probably, you know what? It's just gonna stay there. Here. So we're gonna heat it up and just push it in by hand. Then I'm gonna go back and heat up the fender itself, make sure that everything kind of laid out. Probably shouldn't have done that until I pulled the protective film off. That's fine. Work them out. You could just press them in. There's none down here. There really shouldn't be, because we heated all this up and we pulled it straight. And right there, kind of hard to see. You kind of gotta like look and move yourself around to make sure that you can see it in the light. But just make sure it's nice and smooth. And honestly, this one's even better than the other side. So I'm happy. One wrapped up. Yeah, it's crazy how much difference, because the color of this is not as yellow as that anymore because of the way I stretched it. But anyways, so this is a darn good fender. It's like dang near perfect. I say near because you can see all the paint defects and imperfections underneath it, but it's good. It's good. I did even better tucking it this time, because you can see I actually tucked it. As to where over here, well, I guess I also tucked it, but I kind of messed up on the bottom. See, it's starting to lift from the bottom because I didn't clean it too hot right there. And then obviously over here I fudged it, but pretty good. Thank you for watching. This is a very long video, but I wanted to be in depth. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. I'll catch you in the next one.